friend's simple invitation to coffee sparked a transformation for Sue Welch that led her to create Chain Meet. It's a positive social media platform where specially designed one-on-one connections foster genuine organic self-worth and societal impact. Get ready to meet an amazing woman with an amazing story. Welcome, Sue, to the Bree Talk stage.
Hello, everyone. I am sorry I can't be here in person, but at least in voice. So thank you, Tara Lee, for this. Thank you all for having me. But I've got just one thing to say. Get over yourself. It's not all about you. Oh, ouch. Okay, I know that didn't sound very good, but how would you like to hear that while you're smack in the middle of a self-pity party? That's what I got. And I can tell you it was the end of that conversation. But let me take you on a journey from the depths of self-hatred and loneliness to a place of genuine liberation and transformation. So forget that first conversation. What if I told you there's another conversation, one that touches your soul and transforms your day, maybe even your life? My friend Gina once did that for me by something so ridiculously simple and seemingly insignificant, but I'll never forget it. So picture this, a typical day with nothing to look forward to, filled with a dark heaviness of just feeling dumb, unsuccessful, and unworthy. It's a very lonely place to be. Familiar for anyone? You know, it can be hard to admit, but many of us secretly struggle with self-doubts, loneliness, the anxieties and depression of such a negative self-worth. Well, I have a confession that I've never shared before. Can't believe I'm even speaking it now. I couldn't and wouldn't accept compliments because I didn't deserve them. If someone praised me, I'd immediately shut it down and counter it with a barrage of self-put-downs. My twisted strategy was to beat them to the punch and tell the truth so they wouldn't have to. So one day, after subjecting a friend to my self-hating tirade, she just looked at me and walked away. I guess what was she supposed to do with that? And what did I do with that? I ran to my sweet husband, who I love very much, but I went to him for sympathy, but instead I got, take a guess, Sue, get over yourself. It's not all about you. Yes, ouch. So I sulked, sunk even deeper into self-hatred and the depression that inevitably followed. But very deep down, I knew he was right. I mean, who wants to be around someone always needy and high maintenance? So what else did I do? Well, like many others, I plunged into the world of self-helps, drowning in books, methods, rituals, positive thinking mantras. I was desperate for any therapy to find and manifest self-love. So did they help? Yes, in the beginning, did a great job draining my bank account, but I noticed something. Most of these programs focused on what I call my me box, my little box of me, myself, and I. I was instructed to prioritize myself, wake up and high five myself, hug myself, recite affirmations, the whole shebang. Now, am I saying affirmations and gratitude are wrong? No, of course not. We need them. They're important. But the more I immersed myself in me, myself, and I, day after day, the more I doubted myself and my worth. It became mechanical, forced, and fake. It was self-defeating. Myself was still there. So my dilemma was, since the root of the problem is myself, how can myself also be the solution, as in many therapies of self-love? Do you know it's a multi-billion-dollar industry? But is it really working? Studies show we're more unfulfilled and depressed than ever. It seems to me we need something outside of the self. But at that time, I didn't know what else to do. And then one day, Gina. And it all started with a 30-second phone call. She just invited me out to coffee, but it made a difference. A simple invite, but it made my day. The next morning, I walked into the coffee shop. Gina was already there waiting, but she smiled and gave me a hello hug, and that made me feel good. Then she treated me to just coffee and toast. Oh, that made me feel even better. But she didn't stop there. She made me feel like the most important person in that room because it was just the two of us, one on one. She focused on me, gave me her full attention. She never even took her phone out to check it. She let me talk, share what I was working on. And you know what? She listened to me. That meant something. I even told her all my doubts, gave her my long list of fears and insecurities, but she made me feel affirmed and validated in what I was doing, even how I was feeling. And she encouraged me that I could do it, that she believed in me. Now, wouldn't you feel like a changed person after that? I did. So, what do you think Gina gave me? What did she do for me? Well, I felt she gave me hope and even belief in myself. She transformed my life. That is how I felt. She took a ridiculously simple and seemingly insignificant coffee date and she turned it into what I call a soulful inspiration. She made me feel worthy and significant. But it was a few weeks later that the light came on about just what she did and how she did it. And it dawned on me, I could do that too. I could honor my friends like Gina honored me. So I started experimenting, treating friends to coffee or lunch, intentionally focusing on them like Gina did for me. And guess what? Yes, it worked. I learned two life growing principles that work hand in hand and are often misunderstood and underestimated. First, the power of others' love. And second, the power of reciprocity. In other words, as I lifted up and affirmed my friend, I felt affirmed in myself. When I helped my friend feel more confident, I felt a boost in my own self confidence. It's the idea that by uplifting and supporting others, we not only create a positive impact on their lives, we ourselves experience a reciprocal sense of encouragement and inspiration within. It's an awesome circle where your love for others fills you and in turn spills back again into the world, just one friend at a time. Now, yes, y'all are probably thinking this all sounds so trite, so cliche, too simpleton. But that's the beauty. It's not rocket science. It just plain feels good to make someone else feel good, doesn't it? Yes. So simple, but powerful. That transformational one-on-one event is what I now call a chain meet. And chain meets became my liberating escape from my self-defeating me box. Others' love helps us focus outward and to get over ourselves, a lesson I sorely needed. And yes, the best advice I ever got. My husband is smart. But that is why I believe in others' love as the most rewarding pathway to both genuine organic self-love and genuine organic societal impact. So now I introduce you to the chain meet, the simple transformative event of others' love and reciprocity. So think right now, think of your valued friends. Got a couple names? Who could benefit from your encouragement? Today, I invite you to schedule your very first chain meet. And who better to start with than the first friend that came to your mind? You'll like that it has just 4 super simple steps: meet, treat, eat, and repeat. So let's break it down. The first step is meet. You simply invite a friend to meet in person, one-on-one, face-to-face, at a favorite restaurant or coffee shop, wherever. And why do you think we focus on one-on-ones? Because it's the key. Meeting one-on-one is the easiest, the funnest, and the most effective way to make a positive impact on someone's life. The second step is treat. Yes, you treat your friend to something you both enjoy, like a coffee or a pizza. I may not be able to afford a ribeye every time or anytime, but we can afford a cup of coffee, can't we? The third step is eat. Just eat, drink, and be merry together as you honor and inspire your friend with your focus, your attention, listening, eye contact, your affirmation, validation, and encouragement, just like Gina honored me. So you have meet, treat, eat. And the fourth step, the most important, repeat. Do it all over again, maybe next week with another friend, just one friend at a time. The more you inspire forward, the more you inspire within, so you can inspire forward again and again. So see, it's simple. Now envision a movement of chain meets, kind of like a ripple effect of positive affirmations spreading from friend to friend to friend through your community and even throughout the world. Why not? And imagine yourself being the spark of that positivity movement in the world around you. Each chain meet, a link in the chain of positivity. Remember, the more you inspire forward, the more you inspire within, so you can and will inspire forward again and again. So how are you doing? Do you want to feel encouraged? Then go encourage a friend and use those 4 simple steps of meet, treat, eat, and repeat. Do you want to find and manifest genuine, organic self-love? Then embrace the liberating therapy of others' love. Proverb 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, so one friend sharpens another. And someone somewhere said, be the somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody. Well, you can be that somebody with your chain meet. And you would just go to chainmeet.org, register on the platform, and you'll be ready to post your chain meets. And get this, it is a uniquely, purely positive platform. No negativity allowed. No fear of ridicule or criticism or judgment. No cussing each other out. Imagine that. Well, it's an idea worth trying. And what do you have to lose? Thank you, guys.